goes to the break 28-10. Texas holding the edge there. You keep in mind that Texas had trail in the previous two games in the first half, 19-16 in a combined total. Texas also 251 yards of total offense in the first half. And I'll mention it again, 7 of 9 on third down. Another interesting stat to throw out in the first down, specifically the first quarter, 23 Texas players take snaps on the offensive side of the football. Just last week and throughout the offseason, you mentioned trying to find 22 players when it comes to offense and defense to build that depth. Can we say you found that with those 23 guys in there?
We have, and a lot of that's packaging, so we'd still like to get more offensive linemen in the game early. We did play a couple, but we need 2 deep in the offensive line on offense. We need 2 deep on the defensive line, and right now we're still not quite there. Hopefully the week off will give us a chance to prepare some of these young men a little bit better for Iowa State. 3
interceptions in the first quarter alone. You had 2 combined interceptions in the previous 2 games. But not just having those interceptions. What's the significance of turning every one of those picks into 7 points?
Last year we were 116th in turnover ratio. No chance to win. So all of a sudden you get the picks, you get the 4 turnovers for the game, and you turn them all into points, and it made the difference in what could have been a tight game, a blowout.
Well, you mentioned the tight games. You've had a couple of those having to come from behind. How did this differ with your team now playing with the lead?
We need to learn how to play with the lead. When you're young, you can get complacent if you're not careful. I was a little concerned when UCLA scored right before the half, but pleased in the second half. I thought there were a couple of times we had a chance to put the game away earlier than we did. We talked about killer instinct yesterday with our defense, but we do think, by and large, our team learned a lot yesterday about having to play with a lead, not being complacent. Don't look at that scoreboard. Just continue to play.
It was 28-10 at the half. Coming up on Rewind with head coach Mack Brown, we'll let you know if the Texas Longhorns can finish it out in a way that pleased the head coach Mack Brown. Those second half highlights coming up, as well as the game balls for the offensive and defensive players of the week.
Rewind with Mack Brown is brought to you by Budweiser. Great times are waiting. Grab some buds. Pizza Hut, home of the $10 deal, and the favorite pizza, the Texas Longhorns. And Time Warner Cable. We're moving technology forward to bring you back to what matters most.
Night tonight, boys. I'll be the designated driver.
Don't miss out on Pizza Hut's $10 any deal. Now your favorite pizzas are just $10, whether you dine in, carry them out, or have them delivered. Any pizza, any size, any crust, any toppings, just $10. Only for a limited time and only at your Pizza Hut.
Craig Way here, along with the UT Neighborhood Longhorns program, and we're fired up about Pizza Hut's new spicy stuffed pizza rollers. 4 for just $5. Plus, if you order now through September 25th, $1 of that supports the kids. Order today and hook 'em horns.
Some moments are too big to miss. Now you never have to. At Time Warner Cable, we're moving technology forward to bring you back to entertainment wherever you are.
Southwest makes the call.
Yes!
Hey, come on. That's excessive celebration. Throw a flag.
That's not excessive. It's common in Southwest.
Come on, are you blind?
He saved like $120 on bag fees. That happens all the time.
He's down with free bags.
No bag fees. No bag fees.
You should be too.
Bags fly free. Southwest Airlines. It's the right call.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
We're going to work.
One more.
No holes for the rats to crawl in now.
Lift.
Everybody's working.
Chest up, work your hip.
We got enough football players in here to win every game.
Drive.
You can either be part of the problem or you can be part of the solution. We need solutions.
There we go.
And that's why you become a great football team.
That's how you do it, Luciano.
Texas All Access, Wednesdays at 8 on the Longhorn Network.
And what you're here to do is grow up.
The Mack Brown Radio Show coming your way Wednesday, 7 Central Time. You will hear and see from the coach on Longhorn Network with the voice of the Longhorns, Craig Way. You'll see that LHN exclusively Wednesday, 7 Central Time. With that, welcome back to Rewind with the head coach, Mack Brown. Showed you the first half highlights. Texas going into the break, 28-10. Stark contrast from last season when it was Texas turning over the ball 4 times in the first half to give UCLA the lead. 3 forced turnovers from the Horns in the first half to give them the lead. Third quarter we go. It's now 28-13, and Malcolm Brown, 9 more physical yards, 22 carries, 110 yards, and a touchdown for him. Later in the drive, it's 2nd and 9, and right back to the true freshman. Do you see any freshman jitters from a guy like Malcolm Brown?
Not at all. He won the state championship at Steele last year, and he brings that confidence into the game.
Okay, what happens here? 3rd and 1. First off, take me into the mindset of stretching the field, 3rd and 1.
Well, we feel like we're moving the ball so well on 4th and 1 that we can take a deep shot here, and we thought they would be up. It was one-on-one coverage. They make a great play to jump up, but Mike Davis has tremendous concentration and catches the completion to put us in position for this touchdown.
Jackson Shipley, 2 for 2 in his career, is throwing the ball with the Horns, and that is to DJ Grant, his 3rd touchdown of the game as well.
He's leading the nation in quarterback efficiency rating.
Man, that's where we had the real controversy here when it comes to the quarterbacks. Him and John Harris, we've broken that down before. Texas with the 35-13 lead. Jonathan Franklin, 9 yards. Franklin showing the wheels. I think you referred to these guys as lightning and bigger lightning?
Yes, they're both really good backs. We had some movement up front, and we lost our gap responsibilities on both of those plays, which led to big plays for them. I think we're going to hold them here. This is a key 4th down play. Look at Kenny Vaccaro. He has him wrapped up in the backfield right here. Number 4, got him by the legs, but give Coleman credit for pulling through it and scoring. That's how close little bitty things can make a difference in winning and losing a football game.
And those aren't little bitty legs that helped Derek Coleman get that touchdown, 35-20. Shipley breaking off 15-yard gain, his only carry of the game. Sets up 1st and 10 from the 48. Malcolm Brown, a little patience. It is all game long, just blue jerseys bouncing off the young guy.
Power running game is really coming into fruition for us, and our guys are getting much more confident up front, as you see right here. And great backs always fall forward, and you're seeing Malcolm do this time and time again.
Next play from the Wild, it is Fozzie Whitaker. And Fozzie, he's showing a nice burst, and keep in mind he's coming from a 4-carry, 4-yard performance to this with a couple of touchdowns.
Fozzie's got great speed. He's got tremendous vision. This is a little counter sweep off of the speed sweep. And you also see now, since he is getting some rest from Malcolm Brown, he has fresh legs, gives him a chance to make the big plays for us down the field.
8 carries, 63 yards for Fozzie, and Texas with the lead, 42-20. 4th quarter time, Texas 2nd and 7 from the 23. Malcolm Brown. 4th quarter time has been Malcolm Brown time, but this time he coughs it up, coach, as Detrick Riley forces the fumble here.
You can never have a turnover, but you sure don't want it as you're killing the clock at the end of the game on your end of the field. So now defense has to come out again, have the sudden change stop, and make sure they keep UCLA out of the end zone so they can't start a comeback here.
And keep in mind, after that Jackson Shipley fumble, the Texas defense came back with an interception. Would they hold again? Well, Emmanuel Acho gets in there. Jordan James ends up getting wrapped up with Kenan Robinson.
This shows you the speed that we've got when they run their speed sweep, and we're right out there with them.
3rd and 9, Richard Brijo incomplete, setting up a 4th and 9. They go back to Big Joe, but another big wallop, this time from Adrian Phillips, ruled a reception and a fumble. What does it mean when you can come back again from a turnover and have a play like that?
Well, this counts as a turnover to us, even if we just stopped them for 4th down. but we get the fumble here. So now we can take it back to the other end, get points, and again have a 14-point swing since we stopped UCLA.
You guys had the punt. UCLA comes back 3rd and 5. One of those money downs for the Texas defense. And they hold, bringing up a 4th down situation. UCLA is going to go for it. Jonathan Franklin stuffed, but did he have enough? The chains come out. Manny Diaz wants to see it come up a little further than that football, and it does. Defense holds again.
They tried to quick snap our defense. Our defense was ready. They stopped them. That would be another 4 and out, which would be like another turnover for us. Give us the ball back, and we try to kill the last 6 minutes and score.
What happens when Case McCoy, as opposed to in a practice situation, when you compare it to what he does in a game situation?
Well, he's getting better in practice each day, but he has such a good feel of where people are around him. Here, he's got a ball that he's throwing to the right, but he comes down and finds Jackson Shipley off to the other side.
Very next play, it's Fozzie Whitaker. And Fozzie also loses a shoe, just like Malcolm Brown. That time, though, it did not result in a touchdown. 4th and 1, Case McCoy sneaking for the 1st down. What's the philosophy of going for it there, Coach?
Well, you didn't want to kick a field goal this late, and you felt like that a field goal could be blocked. Take it to the other end. You're trying to take time off the clock, but even if you don't make the 4th down, you leave them with very poor field position.
There's Cody Johnson. We've got a good race for the touchdown lead with the team. Cody Johnson, Fozzie Whitaker now tied with 4 touchdowns apiece. As once again in the 4th quarter, the Texas Longhorns come up huge on the ground, out-rushing UCLA 88-1. 49-20, the final score as Texas gets their first win against the Bruins since 1971. 3 touchdown drives of at least 70 yards for Texas, while they have 50 carries to the tune of 5.7 yards per touch on the ground. Texas, yeehaw, 49-20 win.
We knew that this was a business trip. That's what we tried to emphasize all along. And, last year they got us, and so we had a little payback for them. Coach always said, make sure you give something special to them. You know what I mean? So go out here and play, but make sure you pack a little extra punch when you get to the ball carrier, and make sure you play just a little bit harder. And so that's what we did.
I'm very proud of our team. Our offensive line played unbelievable. If y'all didn't see that, I think I just heard we rushed for 268 yards or something. That's unbelievable. Malcolm played great. And we had to make big plays and big scenarios. We made them tonight, and that's what happened.
DJ, when you went to bed last night, did you envision at all that today would be a 3-touchdown day for you?
I envisioned it. Well, not really, but I was hoping for it. Coach Harsin came to me yesterday and was telling me how big of a game this is going to be for me to help our team out. And, with our lineman protecting the way he did, they gave me a chance to do what I do. And as a team, we finally came together and get one on the road.
As everyone's talking about, we got a lot of young guys on this team, and I think they're growing up every day, every week, and we're maturing, and it's going to be a fun season.
And a lot better than it was last season here in Austin against UCLA. You see the point differential as opposed to a 22-point loss, a 29-point win. And the turnover differential, one of the keys there is Texas +2 in that category. First quarter, 3 interceptions, all those picks leading to touchdowns for the Texas Longhorns. You go into pregame the week before facing UCLA. So many questions you wanted answered from young team. How do they handle a road environment? Starting strong, finishing a game again on the ground. Are they for real? What was the biggest question that you had answered with this performance?
I think there were 2 big questions that had to be answered. Could we stop the run? Because last year we gave up 197 yards in the second half and 264 for the game. And secondly, could we get consistent quarterback play with 2 guys who had not played very much in a ball game? And I think both of those got answered. We held them to 141 rushing. We end up with 284. Last year we had 85, so that would have been in that running game category of could we run it and could we stop the run. Quarterbacks were very, very efficient. We didn't turn the ball over from the quarterback position. We didn't give up a sack, so they got rid of the ball or put it to the right people's hands. So I think all the things that we needed answered coming into this game were answered. We're, again, plus on the turnover ratio side, started the game well, even though we were really disappointed offensively. We had the 3 and out. But the big 3rd down play that Case had to DJ Grant to get the touchdown on the second series was really something that jump-started us, and we felt like after that we were full speed ahead for the rest of the game.
What did Case McCoy bring to this team that maybe we did not pick up from just watching the telecast?
The thing I think is that after the first drive where he stepped up with a little pressure, found the guy downfield and hit him, that it relaxed our offense, got him off